Hello, it's me, Anne, Mrs. B, whatever you want to call me, that's fine. Welcome back. Nice to see you again. Or if you're new, just welcome. Lovely to see you. As you can probably tell, we're not working on Last Look this week. I finished the page I was on, and I was feeling a little bit worn out with it. I needed a break, needed a change. So I'm working on the mini Take a Look Around from Heaven and Earth Designs for a few days, and as you can see, it's come along quite a way since you last saw it. There we go. Well, shall we get to it? Start stitching. Zoom in for you so you can actually see what I'm doing. And there we go, we're going to work on that little section there with the yellow. Get a bit of colour. Fed up with black and brown. Need a bit of colour. Now, how are you all? I am okay. We are on Good Friday today, and by the time this gets uploaded, it will be Easter Sunday. The girls have been on a school holiday, so they've been home and have to find things for them to do. Mostly they entertain themselves, so it's alright. It's not too bad. Unfortunately, I didn't get paid properly last week. They missed off about a third of my pay, so I couldn't do as much as I was hoping with them. But hopefully it will be sorted soon, because I don't work for free. There we go. So this weekend will be lots of chocolate, of course, and having fun. And tomorrow I'm taking the girls down to go swimming with my mum, so that will be fun. And at some point this weekend my mother-in-law is visiting, so that will be nice. Now I don't have a lot of other life stuff to talk about, which I'm sure will please some of you. Some of you don't really care about life stuff, you just want to see stitching. And some of you don't mind me chattering on about my life, which is nice. Thanks for listening. It's always nice to have someone to listen to you. As you can see, I have stopped parking on this. I'd started off trying to park my threads and working methodically through each little square, but it was just so slow. it took me 9 hours to do the first 900 stitches, and you know, my usual cross country, that's just 3 hours, so it's taking 3 times as long, and it felt really, yes, it's organised, it's very methodical, which is nice, but it felt messy. The back, I think, is a lot messier. I know a lot of people probably find with parking their back is much neater, but nope, sorry, not the way for me. I just couldn't get on with it, so I've gone back to cross country, which is how I like to stitch. I find it very efficient. It's much more thread efficient. Felt like parking was wasting a lot. Not that I'd need to worry too much about wasting thread. Thread isn't that expensive. But why waste if you can save some? It's not good to be wasteful. I'd love to know what you all think of different methods of stitching. Do you park? Do you cross country? If you park, how do you find it? Do you think you get much done in the time? Do you find it tidier? I'm really not sure about it, but hey, to each their own. That is the way of it. There's no wrong way. As you can probably tell, I'm just doing half stitch on this petty point, as my mum always calls it, and I've gridded my fabric. I'm gridding with thread for my next larger project. There's a tiny little of fluff there. There we go. I must have caught the end of a thread from the other side. Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, I'm gridding with thread for my next large project. And I think it needs to be done really because it is huge. It's going to help. It's taking a long time, but it's going to help. But for this, I've tried using I think it's called Roxanne's Quilter's Choice pencil. I use it for when I'm making quilts and trying free motion, just to sketch out a bit of a rough design. But I thought I'd try it on the fabric because I know it comes out fairly well of most fabrics. It doesn't stain other threads, so it should be okay, hopefully. If it's not, well, that's just how it is, isn't it? I'll have to live with it. I'm enjoying this piece. It's going rather quickly now. I don't know if you see up here, this area here is what I did parking. a little square there as well, and then I just couldn't anymore. It wasn't working for me. So yeah, that bit, 9 hours stitching. Most of this up here I did on Wednesday, so it's probably not more than 4 hours. So it's a huge difference for me. But you can actually see these leaves, aren't they gorgeous? I love those greens. Yes. So there. So yes, this is mostly what I have been doing the past, well, it's 3 days now. I finished the page on Last Look on Tuesday, and then I just had to stop for a little bit. As you can probably tell, I no longer have this on the Q-snap style frame. I wasn't getting on with it. I like two-handed stitching. I really do. It's efficient. I like efficient. Let's hand down a little bit there. There. So yes, I bought myself a small scroll frame. It's on my floor stand, and I can stitch two-handed. I'm a lot slower with the camera there, because the camera is sort of in between me and the stand, so I have to work around it, and I'm very sorry if I'm wobbling a little bit. Here we go. Nice to get a bit of colour in there. Oh, how do you all stitch? Are you with a hoop, with a frame, one hand, two hands, cross country, parking, gridded, not gridded, work from the middle, work from the top? I'd love to know. What else have we been doing? Oh yes, I have done a little bit more on the first 30 sampler. Now, let's see if we can get it in here. Ooh, might have to zoom out a little bit. Not in, out and. There we go. The last time you saw it, I'd done this square up here and just a tiny bit of this light blue. And I wasn't sure about the light blue. I'm still not. Honestly, I am still not entirely sold on that. But I finished that small corner. I put in this small triangle motif, and I'm on to this one here. But it's coming along quite nicely, and I have to say I am 100% sold on working with silks. They are gorgeous. Yeah, they have their own issues, but they are beautiful. getting enough light on there. There we go. So there we go. A little bit more on first 30. Try not to wobble you too much, and we'll zoom back in so you can see this. And now I've just pushed it right out of the way. See, you can tell I'm not all that practiced at this whole camera lark. Well, since it is Easter weekend, happy Easter if you celebrate it. If you don't, happy weekend. That's lovely. Hope you have a lovely weekend, or have had a lovely weekend by the time you watch this. Yes, we have a little tradition in our little family of every Easter I bake a cake. I bake the chocolatiest cake I can bake, and I cover it in as much chocolate as I can. And this year's cake is looking fabulous. I'll pop a picture in for you so you can drool over the idea of chocolate cake. I quite like chocolate cake. I shouldn't eat too much of it. Hey. As it's a bank holiday weekend here, Mr. B has got today and Monday off, meaning he is sat over there. You can probably hear him, his controller buzzing or tapping and whatnot. He's playing on his PlayStation. He's enjoying himself, and it's nice to have him home. I miss him when he's not here. Because as previously stated, he is the best and he brings me bacon. It's not the only reason I love him, but he is the best and he brings me bacon. So, we are coming towards the end of this. I've not done much, have I? I could have done more. I think I've huffed about a bit much. I will say this is coming along so well. I love having all this colour. I've missed colour. So this will be a little flower in the girl's hair. I'll pop in a picture of how she's going to end up. She's beautiful, and to me she's like Persephone waking up for spring. She's perfect for this time of year, isn't it? Returning to the land of the living for spring. Well, we're near the end of this video, so I'm going to say thank you for watching. Thanks for all your likes and your comments and for subscribing. I'll be back again next week with another one. Until then, may your threads never tangle and your scissors stay sharp. Bye.